Hey guys! Welcome back to the laboratory. In this video, we are looking at momentum. By the end of this video, you should be able to define and calculate momentum, describe how momentum is related to force and acceleration, and explain what happens to momentum in collisions. So, let's go. Here's a question. Teammate A and teammate B are travelling at the same velocity during a game. Which of the two would have the most momentum? If your answer to that question was teammate A, then you're correct. But why? What do we mean by momentum? Momentum is the product of an object's mass and velocity. In simpler terms, momentum is a measure of how difficult it is to stop a moving object. Emphasis on the word moving, as only moving objects have momentum. Neither teammate would have momentum when they are stood still, but once they start to move, they will gain momentum in the same direction they are travelling. We can calculate the momentum of an object using the following formula, where the momentum of an object is equal to the mass of the object multiplied by its velocity. In this formula, P represents momentum, M represents mass, and V represents velocity. The momentum of an object increases as its mass and/or velocity increases. For example, if teammate A has a mass of 100 kilograms and teammate B has a mass of 81 kilograms, when both are travelling at the same velocity, let's say this was 8 meters per second eastward, then the momentum of teammate A would be 800 kilogram meters per second, and the momentum of teammate B would be 648 kilogram meters per second. These calculations show us that when two or more objects are travelling at the same velocity, the object with the greatest mass will have the greatest momentum. Similarly, if we had two objects of the same mass travelling at different velocities, the object of the greatest velocity would have the greatest momentum. So, what happens to the momentum of teammate B if they are pushed? A force being applied to an object that is moving or that can move is going to change its velocity. This change in velocity means that the momentum of the object changes also. We can calculate the force used to change the momentum of an object as follows. Let's say teammate B is travelling at 5 meters per second eastward before they are pushed. This would mean that their initial momentum is equal to 81 times 5, giving a total of 405 kilogram meters per second. Now, let's say that once teammate B is pushed, his velocity increases to 10 meters per second eastward. This would mean his final momentum is now equal to 81 times 10. Giving a total of 810 kilogram meters per second. To find the force used to increase his momentum from 405 kilogram meters per second to 810 kilogram meters per second, we must divide his change in momentum by the time taken to change his velocity. This formula can also be written like this, where M represents mass, V represents final velocity, U represents initial velocity, and T represents time. So, his change in momentum is equal to his final velocity of 810 kilogram meters per second, minus his initial velocity of 405 kilogram meters per second. Then, we are going to divide this value by the time taken to change his velocity. Let's say this was 2 seconds. 810 minus 405 divided by 2 is equal to 202.5. The force used to change the momentum of teammate B from 405 kilogram meters per second to 810 kilogram meters per second was 202.5 newtons. When moving objects collide, the total momentum before the event is equal to the total momentum after the event as long as there are no external forces acting. This principle is known as the conservation of momentum. For example, a truck with a mass of 15,000 kilograms is travelling at 8 meters per second eastward. The truck has a momentum of 120,000 kilogram meters per second. And a truck with a mass of 18,000 kilograms is travelling at 5 meters per second westward. This truck has a momentum of minus 90,000 kilogram meters per second. Notice the use of the negative sign. If two objects are moving in opposite directions, we give the momentum of one object a positive sign and the momentum of the other a negative sign. The use of the negative sign here indicates that the momentum of this truck is to the west. The two trucks collide. The total momentum before the collision is equal to 120,000 plus minus 90,000, giving a total of 30,000 kilogram meters per second. As momentum is conserved, this means that once the two trucks collide, the momentum after the collision will also be equal to 30,000 kilogram meters per second. As the value we have calculated is positive, this tells us that the momentum after the collision will be acting eastward. If the value we calculated was negative, this would mean that the momentum was travelling to the west. The trucks are now travelling as one entity at a momentum of 30,000 kilogram meters per second. Because of this, we can work out the shared velocity of the two trucks. We achieve this by rearranging our formula linking momentum, mass, and velocity, where velocity is equal to the momentum of the object divided by its mass. We know the momentum of the trucks is equal to 30,000 kilogram meters per second, and the combined mass is equal to 15,000 plus 18,000. 30,000 divided by 33,000 is equal to 0.90 meters per second. When these two trucks collide, they move at a momentum of 30,000 kilogram meters per second eastward with a velocity of 0.90 meters per second eastward. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for joining me in the laboratory. Please leave a like on this video if you found it useful, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss another one. See you soon!